And just quickly, the problem with the U.S. electorate now is that even the Democrats don't like Biden. I mean, this isn't the polling; it's not an opinion thing. It's like 70% of the Democrats, not the voting public. The Democrats think he's too old, don't want him to settle. But boy, do they hate Trump. I would blame everything on white women. Married to one, but the middle to upper middle class, college educated white women of Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, Montgomery County, Maryland, Loudoun County, Virginia, they're out there. They're a key vote, and they just hate Trump, and that's not going to change. But if you give them a third choice, you say, "Oh, I don't have to go for this senile, feeble-minded Biden, but I don't have to vote for Trump either. There's a bright, articulate Democrat out there. He'll attract votes," and he is. And then since we're doing the wild card segment, don't rule out a third party with Joe Manchin, because I was involved with the third party presidential campaign. It was back in 2012. It was a group that has spent a lot of big money behind it, spent years and millions of dollars getting on the ballot in all 50 states, which is hard to do. But there's a new group that have done that. They're on their way to being on the ballot in all 50 states. And they like Manchin. And so you may see Manchin as a third party. Now you're back to 1992, where I was going to say Teddy Roosevelt in 1912. But I was, just to be clear, I did not vote for Bill Clinton. But for business reasons, I was in the government bond market, and I ran a Washington office, so you got to play the game.
I just want to alert everyone to an important video that you've just recorded that will not be available to the public. Here, you discuss the upcoming geopolitical shockwave of what you call the most significant development in international finance since 1971. But then you explain how anyone can position themselves to profit from this crisis. Our viewers can access that video at londonreal.tv/Jim, and I highly recommend that everyone go watch that immediately after our conversation.
And I raised a lot of early money for Bill Clinton. Again, it was business. So I got invited to all these meetings. You'd be there with Vernon Jordan, Pam Harrington, and I remember one, it was early June 1992, so about 5 months before the election. And the polling was, Ross Perot was ahead. He was at the time. George H.W. Bush was second, and Bill Clinton was third. And James Carville stood at the front of the room, fairly small group, and says, "We got him right where we want him." And what he said is that Perot's ahead. That's good. He's going to fade, because they always do. Bush has hit a ceiling, and we're going to pick up enough of the Perot vote to win. It was brilliant. He got it exactly right. It wasn't, it's the economy stupid. I mean, I know this, but he looked at that and got it that's exactly what happened. Bill Clinton never got a majority of the U.S. vote. He won the first time with like 39%. It was kind of like round numbers, Clinton 39, Bush like 38, and Perot 19, or give or take. Might have been in the low 40s. But the point being, Clinton didn't have anywhere near a majority. He barely won a plurality. But in a three-party race, that's enough.
Yeah.
And Manchin could do that again. I'm not saying Manchin's going to win, but man, if he peels away, because because the Trump haters are so entrenched, they're just never going to vote for him. Forget it. If you give them another choice, they'll go for it. And I could keep RFK as a nominee or a third party.
Wow, that's super exciting. I remember those times of Perot and Carville. What an astute guy. I'd love to get more stories about him in the future. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex
concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
This course has been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.